Hello, everyone. This is Andrew the Moo.
And this is Lupe Cannonball, and I'm running for president.
And I'm running for president as well. We saw this game on Steam and figured we would give it a shot as far as trying to flex our political abilities to see if we can run for president. And since the timer's already running down while we explain this, why don't we go ahead and make our first moves?
I'm gonna try to raise some funds in my home state of Georgia.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and create an ad here in my home state of Alabama, and I'm going to say that my opponent favors the beheading of Big Bird. And
right.
So we're going to create this, and so now there's an ad in Alabama, and I'm going to fly myself to California.
Well, I'm giving a speech in South Carolina that I favor a Christian nation. Just gonna raise it up. Now we've played this really once before through. It's different, a little bit confusing, but we're working on it.
Yes.
And we're both pretty apathetic, in a sense, towards politics. So
Yes.
This is just one of those ironic games we play.
Yes. Ironic. By the way, I just did a speech in California that I support green jobs. As we said last time, that's the uncle of Steve Jobs.
Yeah, who's still alive at this point in time.
Yes. And I'm building an outreach center in California as well, because I think it would be a good idea to do so. And now I'm going to fly up to Oregon, and I am going to actually build an HQ there as well. I'm going to build a campaign headquarters. And while I'm there, I'm also going to give a speech. And I'm going to discuss the fact that I favor alternative energy.
Well, I just opposed Obamacare in
Good.
Tennessee. Too little too late now, I suppose.
A little too late.
I've built an outreach center there, and I've run out of stamina.
Yeah, so have I. So I'm going to click over here in the bottom corner. It should give you the option if we can skip to the next week.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do it that way because if I could skip, to the next thing like that, I figured that would be kind of helpful so we can get what we're doing across, but also it'd give us the opportunity to, trash talk if need be.
And I'm creating an ad that you favor the government building businesses, which is really going to set a lot of people against you here.
That's understandable. I'm flying to New York now, and I'm going to start out by fundraising. And, forgot about that. And I'm going to raise funds. And, okay, that actually helped me out a good bit as far as some of the funds. And now I'm going to create an ad. It's going to be a television ad. And it's going to say that I favor reduced unemployment.
No, you don't. Don't lie to the people.
Shut your face.
You want less jobs.
I want green jobs. And now that I've done that, I'm going to travel to Ohio. What are you doing?
I've finished my term, so I'm waiting on you to finish up your week in politics.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So we're gonna do some fundraising in Texas. Okay, I've got a pretty good amount, and I probably need to build a campaign headquarters here.
All right.
And I've got enough to create an ad. Let's see. I'm going to say that you, based on some of your votes, I'm pretty sure that you oppose reducing unemployment. So we're going to have that ad out there in Texas.
Well, okay, I see. Well, I'm going to say here in Ohio that you oppose reduced unemployment. So then what?
Really, just to seal my ground here, I'll create another ad against me opposing Obamacare.
Okay. Well, I'm going to head over to Nebraska now because there's a question mark here.
Oh, I'm out of stamina. I'm a tired
Oh,
little boy.
I have a media darling. Smile for the camera. A media darling has sided with the Moo Says Moo in this election, helping the aspiring president in the state she's in by raising all ratings by 10%. Once placed, cannot be moved. Okay, so I see that. That's going to be very helpful to me there. Oh, go ahead and skip to the next turn then. While I'm here in Nebraska, I'm going to go to Indiana. And I'm going to create... I'm sorry, I'm in Illinois. I'm not in Indiana right now. Don't even know my own states. America! All right, so I'm going to say that I support Social Security. And it's going to be a radio ad. And I'm also going to give a speech while I'm in Indiana. And I'm going to say that you oppose the deficit reduction.
Well, that's actually true, but
Shut up. Stop making this easy for me. And then what I'm going to do is from here, by the way, the plane that I'm flying around in is stuck in Alabama on my screen. I don't know what to do about it. Now I'm going to go to Indiana, and I can't do anything. I can't do anything till the next turn.
yeah, I'm stuck in Oklahoma.
All right, I'm clicking the button. All right, so weekly news wrap up. This week's headlines: HQ upgrade, Lupe Cannonball. Illinois advertisement by me, Social Security. Campaign speech by you, reducing unemployment. Illinois advertising, it's the election update. It really doesn't tell us anything other than your Texas HQ got a facelift. And so apparently I have a head start in the race for presidency. So now...
It's a similar pattern.
Yes. Well, you know, I'm a Democrat, so I'm the well-loved of the two groups. So what have you done in Oklahoma?
I'm giving a speech, once again, opposing Obamacare. That's the key issue of the 2012 elections.
I gotcha. Well...
And, we'll see. They have these special interests, and I've yet to really get a grasp on that.
I think you have to build outreach centers so you can get clout in order to get those. So I built
some somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm giving a speech right now in Indiana saying that my opponent favors bank bailouts.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
I know. And so I'm stuck from here. Although I am, I've got some points available. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire. Well, I'll wait on this. All right, so we're starting at week 7 now, I think, of this election. And
yes.
Let's see where we are. Let's see, one of the top issues right now is Obamacare, reducing unemployment, and deficit reduction. So I'm going to give a speech while I'm here in Indiana, since I'm already there, and I'm going to talk about my views on the deficit reduction, how I favor it. And from there, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to travel to Oregon, because Oregon has a question mark on it. You got to pay attention to these question marks, man. They might be good or bad for you.
I was giving a speech.
I'm sorry.
Cut me some slack.
Ah, crap! And I got a time waster. He depletes the remaining stamina, so I can't do anything this turn.
All right, I'm hiring a webmaster.
All right, that's fine. While you're doing that, I should be able to I should be able to win an endorsement. And so I'm going to win an endorsement with the National Organization for the Support of Colored People. That's the NOSCP.
Cool.
Black people love me. Wow.
Well, good for you.
I may end up regretting saying that.
That's typical for you, though.
Yeah, more or less. And so, okay, I'm starting to get every state you go to. By the way, I'm in Washington and Oregon. I don't know my states.
Yeah, I just kind of click on stuff that's not read yet.
Yeah. I'm going to give a speech while I'm here in Washington, and one of the top issues is green jobs. And so I'm going to let them know that I favor green jobs. And what I'm going to do is, oh, you
yes.
got the Christian Confederation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Being as how I want to make America a place where only Christians are allowed. That's a key part of my victory plan.
No. I understand. what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hire a speechwriter for California. And so I have a speechwriter. I have charisma. My charisma is +10 now, and speeches are now more effective. So that's going to do well for me. And now from here, I'm going to travel to up north to actual Oregon this time. And I'm going to create an ad. And I'm going to say that you are opposed to reducing unemployment. And I'm going to create that ad. And then I'm going to wait till the next turn.
Yeah, this is why I don't have a career in politics.
Same here. I'm going back to California, and I'm going to do some fundraising. So I'm going to raise funds here, and that actually helped me out a little bit, because I'm about broke. I don't know about you.
No, I have like $700,000.
I have $600,000, so now I'm going to head to... Where do I want to head next? I'm going to head to Michigan. I actually got this state right.
Michigan?
Yes.
The glove.
And I'm going to give a speech saying that my opponent opposes, or rather, I'm going to say that my opponent opposes auto bailouts.
Well, they shouldn't be in jail in the first place.
Well, yeah, I know. And while I'm here, I'm going to take my angel, and I'm going to place her in California. I mean, New York, and she's going to stay there. While I'm in Michigan, I'm also going to create an ad as far as a radio that says that I favor auto bailouts. Oh, I don't have enough funds to do this. I'm going to do a newspaper ad saying that Yeah. Okay, the campaign continues to move forward as candidates choose their running mates this week. So I get to pick who my running mate is. I can pick... oh, and you've still got time. The time still winds down as you look for who you're wanting. So who am I wanting to pick? Last time when we tried this out, I ended up picking John F. Kennedy, and he seemed to work out well for me.
I went with Ronald Reagan. You can't go wrong with Reagan.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think I can one-up that. Because I'm going to pick Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson.
That's right, Thomas Jefferson. And while I'm also here, and we've got time, I'm going to win the approval of the National Association for Women. And I'm going to win that endorsement. And so you've got Tennessee pretty much locked at this point.
And I've got all the gun people. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. You're going to shoot down my plans for presidency. Oh, no.
Or just you.
Or just me. Okay. And while I've got a few seconds left, I'm going to go to Pennsylvania. And I'm going to give a speech. And I'm going to say that you oppose Obamacare, which is true.
What can I say?
What can I say? I hate Obamacare. And I'm going to hire a consultant. And so, weekly news wrap-up. The Moo Says Moo spreads his views on auto bailouts in Michigan. That's kind of the main thing, and it shows our endorsements. All right. So far, I have the winning edge, but it doesn't mean anything at this point, is what it's basically saying. And so now my consultant is where she needs to be. Thomas Jefferson is pretty much where he needs to be. Now that I want to move to Cannonball Blast Says Moo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And that pretty much gave you Georgia and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. I'm going to say here in New Hampshire that you favor tax cuts.